Magandang araw, oras na para sa pinakabagong balita sa lagay ng panahon at sa mundo ng science and technology. Ako po si Jel Miranda and we welcome you to DOSTv, Science for the People. Bilang paghahanda sa nalalapit na pagdaraos ng ASEAN 2017 sa Pilipinas, ang Philippine Textile Research Institute ng Department of Science and Technology ay magtatampok ng hand-woven fabrics, natural dyes at naturally dyed products mula sa iba't ibang bansa sa rehiyon ng Timog Silangang Asya sa gaganaping TELA ASEAN Textile Conference sa November 7 to 8, 2017 sa SMX Convention Center, Aura. Alamin ang mga aktibidad sa event na ito dito lamang sa DOSTv, Science for the People. The Philippine Textile Research Institute of the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST-PTRI, with support from the ASEAN Foundation, will hold an exhibit featuring ASEAN regional textiles on November 7 to 8, 2017 at the SMX Convention Center, Aura. Dala ang temang Weave of Change, Fostering Ties That Bind. Ang TELA ASEAN Textile Conference ay inaasahang magtatampok ng iba't ibang textile industries mula sa ASEAN region. At upang ibahagi sa atin ang mga aktibidad sa event na ito, makakasama po natin ang Director ng DOST-PTRI. Let us all welcome Director Celia Elumba. Magandang araw, ma'am.
Hi, magandang araw sa iyo, Jel. Thank you for having us here. Thank you so much.
At welcome back sa DOSTv.
Oo nga, salamat. Thank you naman.
So, ma'am, bago ang lahat, introduce mo muna sa amin, ano po ba ang TELA
Pilipinas?
TELA Pilipinas, yan.
Oo. Alam mo, nagsimula kami mga 2.5 years ago. Nagsimula tayo sa TELA serye.
Yes.
Diba? Tapos nag-evolve siya to TELA Nation, naging siyang TELA Pilipinas. Ang TELA Pilipinas is really a mindset. It's an advocacy. No? So, combination items yan. It's pag-iisip natin, paano natin ang pananaw natin sa TELA ng Pilipinas. Babalikan ko lang, ang sa amin kasi, ang TELA, acronym yan for Textiles Empowering Lives Anew. Nung araw, yes. Technically, ang mga kababaihan natin, ang mga kasamahan natin sa mga region, sa probinsya, ang livelihood nila centered around handloom weaving. Way back, I mean, not just in the Philippines, in all of Asia, pati na rin sa ibang parte ng mundo. No? Makikita mo sa Sweden, sa France, they all have traditions of weaving. It just tells you one thing, it's one of your basic necessities. Kailangan madamitan ka eh.
Tama.
So, ang TELA Pilipinas ay pagbalik sa konsepto na yung pangangailangan natin sa ating kabuhayan, sa ating pananamit sa sarili natin, as well as yung pagtulong sa kabuhayan ng pamilya ay magagampanan ng paghahabi or ng paggawa ng tela o ng fabrics. That's one. The second concept to TELA Pilipinas is gusto natin yung inclusive innovation. We talk about inclusivity all the time. Ano ba ibig sabihin nun? Hindi nakakababa yung ganansya, di ba? Mula sa nakakataas or may kakayahan, hindi nakakababa yung ganansya. So, ang gusto nating sabihin sa TELA Pilipinas, yung clustered approach at yung localized approach to industry. Magmula sa pinagmula ng ating mga hibla or ang tinatawag nating natural textile fibers. Pwede mong gawin yan into the yarns or the thread or the sinulid na pwede mong gamiting ipanghabi para makagawa ka ng tela, para magawan mo ng damit yung mga kasamahan mo sa community, hindi lang sa pamilya, sa malawakan na probinsya ninyo. So, can you imagine yung ecosystem na ma-enable noon by having the supply and the market meet right where they are supposed to be situated. So, yun yung ating tinitingnan. So, dalawang pananaw yon. Isang bigger perspective na mindset. Yung isa is localizing it in to create an ecosystem where the input or the output of one becomes the input of another in a bigger system that is a circular economy.
So nabanggit nyo kanina,
framework.
innovation di ba?
Yes.
So nung araw, talagang iba ang paggawa o kumbaga yung paghahabi ng tela. Pero sa paglipas ng panahon, unti-unti talaga natin nabibigyan ng development yung paraan na ito.
Yes. Actually, ano na to parang backwards na tayo in a sense. I call this the, back to the future. At the end of the day, you know that westernization or the technology industrialization all happened in, let's say, in England back in the 17th, 18th century. Wala pang ano nun, wala pang kuryente, wala pang metal, walang steam ano nun. It's all generated naturally, all done by hand. Pero industrialization grew from there. The downside is that it was too much and done in very siguro the conditions that they had at the time, wala pa tayong masyadong naintindihan sa use of chemicals.
Yes.
Wala pa tayong environmental controls. Wala pa tayong mga controls on certain processes of production. So, ang naging downside noon, the pollution, the effect on the water, the effect on the air, it's still happening today. And so that is naman to our advantage. Ito siguro yung sinasabi ko na kasi less is more. We do not have any of that. So yung sa atin, maswerte tayo. We're very fortunate. We have an opportunity to actually begin where it all had a very good start, but with very good input already. So yung aming looms, for example, sasabihin mo na, pareho lang naman palang handloom.
Yes.
Pero yung handloom na yan, meron niyang innovation, may tweaks na yan. So mas madali mo nang makokontrol yung productivity niya, mas meron na siyang control on the quality because consistent yung hold nung yung mas steady, mas stable. So there are certain tweaks. Meron kang ratchets that pull it in, may let up, merong let off, may take up rather or let off. So may mga certain innovations or tweaks that are helpful without changing the dynamics. Because this is where we have to like traverse. Meron tayong sensitivities Anong tinatraverse mo? Yung tradisyon at saka yung kultura, paano yan pwedeng maging, in hand with science, technology, innovations. Ito yung, you can look at, there is a possible contradiction in terms, no? Pag may science, paano yung art mo? Yung culture, paano yung tradition? Rather yung innovation mo, paano yung tradition? Yung technology mo, paano yung kultura? So nagkakaroon sometimes ang cross purposes. Ang pananaw namin, hindi yan necessarily true or hindi yan kinakailangang mangyari. There is always a very happy medium and always you need the science to the art and the art to the science. They both work hand in hand.
So pwede magsama-sama at pagsabay-sabay.
Sa palagay namin. Kasi how will you appreciate science if you cannot really see the beauty in the creation, diba? How can you appreciate art if you can only produce so little of it or so long, if it takes you so long to produce something? So that's where science has to come in.
So marami na accomplishment dito sa proyekto na ito na TELA Pilipinas. And now, meron kayong gaganapin na TELA ASEAN Textile Conference.
Yes.
Kwentuhan
Alam mo,
niyo kami
nagkataon, maswerte rin tayo, nagkataon na ito ang 50th anniversary ng ASEAN. No? It was founded back in 1967, and at the same time, the Philippine Textile Research Institute was also founded. So we share a common milestone. We are both 50 years old, golden people today. Yes. So in this initiative, ang gusto nating gawin ay maimbitahan yung mga kasamahan natin sa ASEAN. There are 10 ASEAN economies, and 9 of them will be coming to the TELA ASEAN Conference. The conference it's not just going to be an exhibit. There will be an exhibit, a presentation, but it will also be a conference. Kasi sabi natin, wala naman tayong mga pag-uusap na umiikot sa mundo ng pagtetela. Banggitin ko lang, ang Philippine Textile Research Institute, of course, we are a research and development institute. Pero nakikita natin na yung malawakang pag-uusap ng tela, na doon sa malaking nasa malaking development. Dahil sabi nga natin, may kakayahan ito for inclusivity or inclusive innovation, inclusive growth in the economy by engaging our small community stakeholders to bring them into an industrial phase or into the manufacturing phase of the process. Wala tayong mga malawakang pag-uusap tungkol sa tela. So in ASEAN, kung titignan mo yung aming mga inimbitahan, nakakatuwa kasi makikita mo yung malawak na reach ng tela. It touches every aspects of our lives. So yung aming mga naimbitahan, through the help also of the ASEAN Foundation and some friends from the World Crafts Council, also some friends from the, of course, Hobby and Textile Council natin, sila ay nagbigay sa amin ng mga listahan ng mga sa palagay nila ay magandang isama sa pag-uusap na ito. So meron tayong mga representatives coming not just from, I was very impressed, meron tayong professors from the Nanyang University of Singapore.
Okay.
We have also Professor Kinor Jiang from the Hong Kong Polytech in Hong Kong. But we also have artisans, people who work with traditional and cultural artisans nila. Edric Ong, for example, from Malaysia, he is a renowned artist, and if you look at the work that he does, it's very, very impressive. I think we should send you some photos of what they look like because they're really very, very impressive.
Okay, ma'am.
So,
excited kami lahat dyan na makita talaga yan.
The work from Thailand that's coming out of Thailand, the work that's coming out of Laos, they're beautiful, beautiful product. So makikita mo lang na ang ating pag-uusap, impressive in the sense na you're actually going the trajectory from very traditional, very cultural, in some cases ethnic, but all the way into more, how do you say, new technologies. So yung presentation ni Dr. Kinor, for example, is going to work on waterless printing technologies, which is fantastic because in the world today, we need water conservation, we need reduction in chemical usage, we need less toxic chemicals. Para lang sa kaalaman ng ating mga manonood, alam nyo, ang textile industry ang second most polluting industry in the entire world. No? So that is from the very beginning of spinning the yarns, all the way to dyeing, all the way to finishing, yung curative processes. So marami tayong maaaring gawin o kailangan gawin para mabalik natin siya to what has been our more natural practices.
Tama.
And this is really where we think the strength of the Philippines lies.
Tama.
Ito yung sinasabi ko, ito yung mga success or streaks of fortune for us, where we did not have so much of those expansion in industrialization. We have so much opportunity to capitalize on our natural raw materials, both in natural textile fibers as well as in natural dyes or colorants. So mas swerte tayo in that department. Mayaman talaga ang Pilipinas.
Tama. Ayan, ma'am, nakakatuwang pag-usapan ng bagay na ito. Talagang very interesting. Kaya lang medyo bibitinin muna natin ulit yung ating mga taga-subaybay. Tuloy-tuloy lang po ang ating talakayan tungkol sa TELA ASEAN. Kasama pa rin, of course, DOST-PTRI Director Celia Elumba. Manatili kayo nakatutok, magbabalik pa rin ang DOSTv Science for the People. Nagbabalik po ang DOSTv Science for the People at kasama pa rin po natin ang Director ng Philippine Textile Research Institute at Department of Science and Technology, Director Celia B. Elumba. Alright, nang pagpatuloy natin yung ating talakayan, ano po yung mga naka-line up na activities for this conference?
So unang-una sa first day, meron tayong mga country representatives.
Okay.
So yung mga 9 countries are actually going to be presenting. 10 tayo sa ASEAN, pero 9 lamang kasi ang Brunei is also holding a different event naman. Meron silang sarili nilang ginagawang panayam, so hindi sila makakarating.
Okay.
Pero nevertheless, we have 9 of the ASEAN communities.
Pero,
so ang interesting part is everyone is expected to deliver a presentation on how they see their textile developments in their own countries. So kanina nabanggit ko na iba-iba ang ating mga disciplines, no? May cultural, merong nasa arts world sila, merong nasa scientific community, merong nasa academic community. So each one is going to speak about those developments from the perspective of their own disciplines.
Okay.
So we will be starting with Cambodia. Cambodia will be delivering for the first day, 3 countries for the first day. We will also have, of course, our very own DOST Secretary Fortunato T. de la Peña will be delivering a keynote address, as well as a message from our ASEAN Foundation Executive Director, Elaine Tan. It's exciting because we will also have Ambassador Delia Albert. Ambassador Delia has been with the ASEAN. I think she's one of the pillars or one of the stalwarts of the ASEAN community. So she's going to be sharing with us some of the perspectives of the ASEAN from then and now. So I'm looking forward to hearing her speak again. She's a wonderful sharer. Then we will also have breakout sessions. Simon Ellis, well, my apologies. Yung breakout sessions namin, you know, the topics were so interesting and so of serious interest to a number of our stakeholders that they're now going to be converted from breakout sessions into plenary sessions
Okay.
para everybody can hear and listen. Nung una kasi we were thinking we will break up into several different meetings, different meetings. But having said that, na-realize nung mga, after nagtitik off nung mga interest, many people were interested to really take or hear what the others have to say. So, kaya siya naging waves of change. We're saying that times have really changed from then until now. While we speak of 17th, 18th century practices, while we speak of traditional conditions or traditional methodologies, at the end of the day, the world has changed, right? It is now industrial, 4.0. So it is Industrial Revolution 4.0. So at the end of the day, things also have come to a very different place in time or space in time as well. So what are these conditions that are causing these changes? But at the same time, what holds us together, especially in ASEAN? So it is fostering ties that bind. And we want to deepen the conversations that will also enable this community of stakeholders. So Simon Ellis is an anthropologist, and he will speak about the value of culture, or how do you put value to culture? So if we talk about preserving, conserving cultural traditions, I mean, at the end of the day, what does it do? Of course, culture is a way of life, but how does it merit, or what is a value? Does it have a value? It doesn't have a value. It's invaluable. So Simon is going to speak about what he has found. He has been doing research from different countries in both ASEAN as well as Europe to really take a look at whether culture's contribution to economy can really be evaluated, because that's a very deep conversation.
So first day pa lang yan, ma'am?
First day pa lang yan. First day pa lang yan. Alam mo, nakakatuwa kasi sa ating first day, magbabahagi din ang mga kasamahan natin. And I'm talking about success stories in the Philippines, no?
Okay.
We're talking about the Great Women Project. We're talking about Habi, for example. They just launched their Likhang Habi, which is done, I think on its 7th year already. And they have proven a lot of successes with the communities they're actually working with. Si Habi, we processed yarns for their weavers.
Yes.
They came to us with Philippine cotton, and it was processed at the PTRI, and it was made available to the weavers of Habi. And these are the products that saw success in the last Likhang Habi Fair. And so we have wonderful success stories. Yung Great Women Project, which is being funded under the Philippine Commission on Women, also with the support of the Canadian Embassy. That particular project is now going ASEAN. It's not just Philippine, it's Philippine-initiated, Philippine-born, but it will now find an audience and find a reach among the ASEAN communities. I think they launched the first one out of Malaysia, and they have gone to a second one. So it's been pretty interesting, the developments in traditional textiles production coming from the Philippines out into the world. And so we would also be very keen to see what those developments are in the ASEAN communities into the Philippines naman. So for the second day, we're going to have, of course, the other countries will be making their presentations. Okay. We will have Professor Kinor Jiang, as I mentioned earlier.
Yes,
yung kanyang, it's very technical the way it sounds, non-aqueous. It's really, he's looking at the utilization of technological innovation in printing or finishing technologies for textiles, which uses less water. So that for us is very, very significant, because water is going to be the next oil. I mean, if there was really there was really war over oil and oil prices, water, because of its availability going forward, is going to be the next battleground, we think, for resources.
So pwede natin ma-adapt yung ganun sistema.
Oh yeah,
diba?
absolutely, absolutely. So the other thrust of this conference is it is really a platform where all of us can talk about this and talk about collaborations.
Yes.
What can we do together? What can we do as either in your country, working with another country, or working as an ASEAN community to arrive at solutions to common problems or common scenarios? So for example, in all of ASEAN, handloom weaving is very, very, as we mentioned, it's very, very commonplace. Having said that, everybody is aware that the age of the weaver has not been getting younger, it's been getting older.
Yes.
They're getting more mature. Simon Ellis, for example, has found that the women weavers are one of the most vulnerable in terms of labor in the country. And it's true, I would imagine, for the rest of ASEAN. I think the one thing that differentiates us, for example, from the other ASEAN communities, in other places, for example, in Laos, in Myanmar, Cambodia, Thailand, they actually wear what they weave.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So sa kanila, makikita mo may robustness in the weaving. Meron siyang vitality that you see. In the Philippines, we're very, very Western in our approach. Nevertheless, you will see that in the last 3 years, the activities around tela or around traditional weaves has also become very, very interesting. There's more energy. And we owe this. I have to thank all of our social entrepreneurs. We have to thank them. They have been very material in giving new life to these communities. We have seen them in our partner collaborators, anywhere from shoes to bags to clothes, and they're mainstreaming it. So you do not see them anymore as pangkasal, panglibing, pangbinyag. Hindi na, those have a very, very special place in our hearts. Because at the end of the day, you need occasional pieces, occasional dressing, and they are really special. The way they are made, it's really one for the books. But there is also a lot of room for mainstream fashion. With 100 million Filipinos, 622 million in ASEAN, there has to be room for mainstream fashion. So there is new life that is being breathed into our traditional textile community. And I thank everybody who's been a part of this whole process. It's been really wonderful to have them on our page.
Yes, ma'am. Nakakatuwa nga talaga ngayon. Mas nagagamit na natin yung ating mga tela na even sa ibang bansa, sila pa yung gumagamit nito, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero during this conference, ano pa yung mga project siguro share natin, project ng PTRI na tampok mismo dito sa event ninyo?
Well, unang-unang makikita nyo, may exhibits tayo. Yung exhibit natin is also a selling venue para din magkaroon ng ability, or yung may access rin, both the ASEAN community as well as the Filipino public, and even the other ASEANs who are living in the Philippines to come and appreciate the product that is being available out there. So we will have a number of our own regional handloom weaving innovation partners.
Okay. Yes.
There are about 15 of them coming all the way from the north down to the south of the Philippines na mag-feature ng kanilang mga produkto. So may exhibit tayo doon, sa exhibit sale. Tapos magkakaroon tayo ng may workshop tayo sa PTRI na gaganapin sa pangatlong araw.
Okay.
This one is this is for a very limited audience. Those who are really involved, interested, would like to know more about natural dyeing, for example. Komali Shantavong, who is the Ramon Magsaysay Awardee for 2015, she is from Lao, PDR. She will be demonstrating their process from Lao in natural dye extraction as well as indigo dyeing. So Komali will be there. The other one is going to be, well, she's a Filipina. She will be, Yana will be presenting actually shibori, the Ishigami way, or I forget it. I'm sorry about that.
Okay,
it's a Japanese terminology for shibori dyeing. Printing, it will be done at the PTRI on the 3rd day. So again, these are two parallel workshops that will be happening. Right after, we have a Pistang Filipino. May barrio fiesta kami. Doon kami magla-lunch. They will be visiting the National Museum. There is a permanent textile gallery at the National Museum. They will be visiting that as well as the Old World City. By them, I mean the delegates. We have a 20-member ASEAN delegation that will be coming to the country and visiting the Philippines for those two places, Textile Museum as well as the Old World City.
Ayun, ma'am. Sobrang nakakatuwang pag-usapan talaga ito, ma'am. Pero medyo bitin tayo sa oras. Siguro invite na lang natin yung ating mga taga-subaybay. Sino-sino po yung pwedeng makilahok dito at saan po sila pwedeng makipag-ugnayan. Huling mensahe na rin po.
Oo, naku, samahan po ninyo kami. This is going to be a wonderful activity. November 7 and 8, we're going to be at the SMX Aura for the 2 days. Please register online. Come on board, take a look at the www.dost-ptri.gov.ph. You can also contact us through ptri.gov.ph. Join us. There's the exhibit sale. We have a 2-day conference. The exhibit sale is open to the public. Everybody who is interested to come and take a look, please come and take a look. We promise you'll be very interested, very excited, because we were excited just seeing the concepts that were being presented. We already saw some of the collections that they're going to be bringing in. They're awesome. I mean, if you love tradition and art and culture and textiles, you will fall in love with it all over again. It's pretty awesome. So, but aside from that, we're also inviting our people from the academic community, the research communities. This is a wonderful time to really get connected with the rest of the guys out there in the ASEAN community, to do linkaging and to find out if we can do other collaborations. whether it is on natural textiles, natural dyes, and even other applications on technology. We look forward to many such innovations because it's a big world out there and there's a lot that we can do together.
Thank you so much, ma'am, at good luck po sa inyo. Alam ko medyo busy pa kayo hanggang sa mga araw na ito. Pero ngayon pa lang, sobrang binabati na namin kayo dahil ito, napakalaking event na tayo mismo mag-host din, di ba? At the same time, congratulations po.
Thank you, Jel. Thank you very much. Thank you for hosting us.
Thank you so much. Ang nakasama po natin, of course, Director Celia Elumba. Kaya naman sa ating mga kababayan, makilahok na sa TELA ASEAN Textile Conference na gaganapin sa November 7 and 8, 2017 sa SMX Aura Convention Center. Makipag-ugnayan lamang sa DOST-PTRI para sa karagdagang impormasyon tungkol dito. Nagbabalik po ang DOSTv Science for the People. Alamin ang latest update sa lagay ng panahon ngayong araw mula sa DOST Pag-asa dito sa aming weather update.
Good morning sa iyo, Jel. Good morning po sa lahat ng taga-subaybay ng DOSTv. Kasalukuyan ay tatlong weather system ang nakakapekto sa ating bansa. Una, itong amihan ay naapektuhan itong extreme northern Luzon, samantalang itong tail end of cold front ang nakakapekto sa silangang bahagi ng northern at ng central Luzon. At yung panghuli, itong easterlies, ito yung mainit na hangin, ay nakakapekto sa silangang bahagi ng southern Luzon, Visayas at ng Mindanao. Wala naman tayo binabantayang panibagong low pressure area o bagyo sa loob o sa labas ng Philippine Area of Responsibility. Sa araw nito, sa Luzon, inaasahan po natin ang Cagayan Valley, Aurora, Quezon at Bicol Region ay makaranas ng maulap na kalangitan na may mga kalat-kalat na pag-ulan at may kasamang thunderstorm. Kaya paalala po sa ating mga kababayan sa mga nabanggit na lugar, mag-ingat po tayo sa mga pagbaha at pagguho ng lupa. At yung labing bahagi ng Luzon kasama Metro Manila ay inaasahan po natin magandang panahon maliban sa mga isolated na pag-ulan. Sa araw nito, inaasahan po natin ang pinakmataas na temperatura sa Metro Manila ay aabot ng 30 degrees Celsius. Sa Baguio, ay inaasahan po na aabot ng 20 degrees Celsius. Sa Legazpi, ay inaasahan po natin ngayong araw ay aabot hanggang 31 degrees Celsius. Dako naman tayo sa Visayas. Eastern Visayas ay inaasahan po natin na maulap na kalangitan na may kalat-kalat na pag-ulan at thunderstorm. Kaya paalala po sa ating kababayan na mag-ingat sa mga posibleng pagbaha at pagguho ng lupa. At yung labing bahagi ng Visayas ay maganda panahon maliban sa mga isolated na pag-ulan. At inaasahan po natin ang pinakmataas na temperatura sa Metro Cebu ay 32 degrees Celsius. Sa Iloilo City ay abot din sa 32 degrees Celsius. Dako naman tayo sa Mindanao. Sa rehiyon ng Davao at Caraga dahil sa easterlies ay makakaranas po tayo ng maulap na kalangitan na may mga mahina hanggang sa katamtamang pag-ulan at minsan may thunderstorm. At yung labing bahagi ng Mindanao, yung makikita, magandang panahon maliban sa mga isolated na pag-ulan or thunderstorm. Sa Davao City ay inaasahan po natin aabot hanggang 32 degrees Celsius. At dito naman sa Zamboanga City, mas mainit na kung saan aabot ng 34 degrees Celsius. At dahil nga po sa amihan na napakalakas yung hangin nito, ay inaasahan po natin na maalon hanggang sa napakaalon ang ating karagatan sa mga baybayin ng Batanes, Calayan, Babuyan, Northern Coast ng Cagayan at ng Ilocos Norte. Kaya huwag po tayo pumalaot dito sa mga baybayin dagat dito dahil inaasahan po natin ang taas ng alon ay aabot hanggang 5 meters. Sa susunod 3 araw sa Metro Manila, Baguio City at Metro Cebu ay patuloy makakaranas ng maganda panahon kung saan magpapakita ang sikat ng araw. At asahan pa rin natin mga isolated ng mga pagulan. Pero sa Metro Davao, patuloy yung mga karanas ng maulap na kalangitan na may mga pagulan bukas, pero gaganda ang panahon pagdating ng Miyerkules. Pero babalik ulit sa Huwebes, nagiging maulap pa rin na may mga pagulan. Mamayang hapon, inaasahan pa natin ang araw lulubog sa ganap na 5:26 ng hapon. Para sa mga karagdagang update, i-follow ang ating mga official social media account ng Pag-asa. Bisitahin lagi ang ating Pag-asa website, www.pag-asa.usd.gov.ph. Mula sa Pag-asa, ako po si Alzar D. Aurelio.
DOSTv would like to thank Filipino Creazione de Mano Incorporated. Visit their showroom at ground floor lobby, PSMBFI Building, 318 Santolan Road, West Crames, San Juan City. CITEV, the world's leading source of reliable and authoritative news, views, and analysis on information about science and technology for global development. Visit their website at www.scidev.net.
And that's it for today. For more information, just log on to www.dostv.ph and visit our social media accounts. Abangan din ang update sa lagay ng panahon mula sa DOST Pag-asa tuwing alas 5 ng umaga at alas 5 ng hapon. Always remember, in progress, science is the key. Kaya sabay-sabay tayong makiisa at gamitin ang siyensya. Kami ang DOSTv, the program that delivers science for the people.